Hello everyone. IIT Bombay announced GATE 2021 dates. The authorities have released information brochure in the official website. Okay. Many students are having doubts with respect to change in the syllabus and the question paper pattern. In this video, we are going to clear all of your doubts. Okay. Myself, CH Srinivas, faculty of ACE Academy since 2009. So I am going to discuss what are the major changes in syllabus and the question paper pattern in computer science and information technology. Okay. So first let me explain who is going to organize GATE 2021. So IIT Bombay is the organizing institute for GATE 2021. Okay. Then where we will get complete information about GATE 2021. So we will get complete information of GATE 2021 in this website. You have to go through this website and you can also download the information brochure and you can read every point. Okay. Then how many subjects they are going to conduct in GATE 2021? There are 27 subjects are there. Okay. Commonly we can call them as papers like CS paper, mathematics paper, EC paper, triple E paper like this. Okay. So there are 27 subjects they are going to conduct. Then what is a mode of examination? The mode of examination is purely that is computer based test. Okay. The mode of examination for all these 27 subjects are only online computer based test. There is no offline test, only online computer based test. Then they don't allow you take your own calculator. You have to learn how to use on-screen virtual calculator. So therefore, every student must learn how to use on-screen virtual calculator before entering into the examination hall. Okay. Let me discuss what are the important dates. Okay. So the important dates, GATE online application processing system website will open on 14th September. Okay. GATE online application processing system website will open on 14th September 2020. Then when it will be closed? That application process will be closed on 30th September. Okay. Is there any possibility of registering online after 30th September? Yes. There is an end of extended period of online registration application process, but you have to pay some late fee. Okay. You have to pay additional fees, that is called late fee, that is on or before 7th October. 7th October. So after filling the application form, if you wish to change category, papers or examination centers, okay, then they will allow you to change category, paper and examination city, that is on or before the 13th November 2020. Okay. Then when we will get admit card? We will get admit card, so for printing purpose, we will get admit card, so that is 8th January 2021. Okay. So what are the important dates? So GATE examination is going to be conducted in two sessions. One is forenoon session, another one is afternoon session. Where forenoon session timings 9 AM to 12 PM and then afternoon session 3 PM to 6 PM. These are the important dates, you have to note it down. These are the important dates. Okay. And what about the results? Announcement of the results in the application portal must be available in 22nd March 2021. Okay. However, health and safety of the candidates is utmost priority. Therefore, due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation, there is a possibility, means in rare cases, there is a possibility to postpone the GATE examination. Okay? There is a possibility to postpone the GATE 2021 examination because the COVID-19 pandemic situation is not in the control of GATE authorities, right? So therefore, they clearly mention this important note, the health and safety of the candidates are utmost priority. Due to current COVID-19 pandemic situation, the dates mentioned here are subject to change. Subject to change. See this word here, in rare situation, in rare cases, it may be necessary to postpone the GATE 2021 examination because the situations beyond the control of the GATE committee, right? Then how will you know that? So you can get complete information by browsing this website. Okay, by browsing this website. Clear? So the process completely online only. Therefore, you have to register through online only, right? So these are the important dates, and it is an important note. Okay. Now let me see What are the changes now? Syllabi of some subject papers have been revised for GATE 2021. Of course, question paper pattern also changed this time. Okay. What are the changes in question paper pattern? Earlier we are having multiple choice questions and a numerical answer type questions. Earlier we are having multiple choice questions and numerical answer type questions. But this year they introduced one more type is called multiple select questions. Multiple select questions. Okay. There are three types now. One is multiple choice question, MCQ. Second one, multiple select questions, MSQ. And third one is numerical answer type questions. Okay. I will discuss in detail what is multiple select questions little later by using proper examples. Okay. So, of course, you know what is multiple choice question, but some of you may not aware about what is multiple select questions. I will discuss what is multiple select question by taking proper examples. Okay. So, numerical answer type questions means they will provide question and they will provide only blank. You are supposed to fill up that blank must contain only numerical answer. Okay. Sometimes they will ask you to round up the answer 2 digits after decimal points. For example, if the answer is 2.369, then in the bracket they will mention round off the answer with 2 decimal point. It means that after decimal point you have to take only 2 digits. Clear? So, now we are going to discuss what are the changes in the subject papers and what is the meaning of multiple select questions. Let me discuss the pattern of examination. So, the pattern of examination mode is computer based test. It is online computer based test. The duration for this one is 3 hours. The total number of subject papers, they are going to conduct 27 subject papers. Okay. And in every subject paper there are 2 sections. One is general aptitude and the corresponding subject. As we are CSC students, therefore we have general aptitude GA and computer science and information technology paper. Okay. So, the duration of this one is, that is 3 hours. It is purely computer based online test only. Okay. Let me see what are the types of questions they are asking now. The types of questions, as I mentioned earlier, there are 3 types of questions. One is multiple choice and second one is multiple select questions. We will discuss little later what is multiple select questions with the proper examples. Okay. Another one is numerical answer type questions. Okay. So, these questions broadly categorized into 4 types to test the knowledge of student. Okay. So, what are the 4 types? Like first one is recall, second one is comprehensive, third one is application and fourth one is analysis and synthesis based questions. Do you know what is the meaning of recall based question? The recall based question is nothing but it all depends on the how the student is going to remember the subject. For example, if you see previous paper questions, in previous paper questions you can see some questions like this. Which of the following protocol used in DNS? Which of the following protocol used in DNS? Okay. So, of course, they provide 4 options here like option A, option B and option C and option D. Okay. Let me take another gate question, the second gate question. What is the time complexity? What is the time complexity of Bell-Manford algorithm what is the time complexity of Bell-Manford algorithm for complete graph with n vertices? Okay. So, here also they provide some options like first option, the second option B third option C, and fourth option D like this. Okay. See, another way of asking, let me take third question. The third way of asking question like match the following. Match the following. Match the following. Okay. So just observe these three questions. Now, the first way of asking question is called recall based question, right? So what is the meaning of recall based question? Means if the student remember the topic, he can directly answer the question without putting more efforts. For example, look at this problem. Here, the question is starting with the word which of the following. Which of the following. Okay. Here the question is starting with the word WHAT. What. Okay. And third one, here it is MATCH, match. So to answer this type of questions, you no need to put more efforts. If you could remember the topic, you can directly answer. So which of the following protocol used in DNS? So these are called memory based questions. These are called recall based questions. Okay. You believe me or not, like in GATE examination point of view, they have to give proper weightage for each and every section. Like recall based questions 25%, and then application based question 25%, and comprehensive based questions, that is 25%, analytical based questions 25%. Okay. Therefore, while reading subject also, first you try to read recall based questions. Means if you could remember, you can answer it. You no need to put more efforts to answer such type of questions. So generally, how do you identify whether the question is recall based question means? So you can find this phrase like which of the following, what is the time complexity, and match the following like this. Okay. So these are called recall based questions. Similarly, remaining types of questions like comprehensive based questions. Comprehensive based question means generally they will combine one or two subjects and they will frame one question. If student is good in with more than one subject, then only they can answer these type of questions. Okay. For example, if you see most of the questions in hashing data structures are related with the probability. Okay. Most of the questions in hashing topic of data structures related with the probability. If student is not having idea about probability, he cannot answer such type of questions. Okay. So these are called comprehensive questions. Okay. Next, application based questions means you have to understand how to apply that concept to the application level. Okay. Anyway, we are going to discuss all these four kinds of questions in our classroom coaching as well as online coaching. So once you attend those courses, you can easily identify what are the questions are recall and what are the questions are comprehensive and what type of questions are application and what type of question comes under analysis and synthesis. Okay. Right. Next, number of questions. How many questions are there? So like 10 questions general aptitude and 55 computer science based question, like it is CSIT technical subject questions. Total we are having 65 questions. Okay. This time they highlighted that general aptitude 15 marks. They clearly highlighted that engineering mathematics 13 marks. Engineering mathematics 13 marks. They clearly highlighted this point. Okay. And CS questions 72 marks. Total we are having 100 marks. Okay. Next, what about marking scheme? All of these questions will be either 1 mark or 2 marks. Okay. Either 1 mark or 2 marks. Clear? Next, what is the detailed marking schemes for computer science? See, the paper code is CS. As I mentioned earlier, general aptitude 15 questions and 15 marks, sorry for the mistake, general aptitude 15 marks and subject plus mathematics, that is 85 marks, total we are having 100 marks and the duration is 180 minutes, that is 3 hours. Okay. General aptitude point of view, we have 4 sections. We have 4 sections. Let me discuss those 4 sections. One is called verbal aptitude, another one is called quantitative aptitude, and third one is analytical aptitude, and fourth one is spatial aptitude. Spatial aptitude. And these are the topics which are included in verbal, quantitative, analytical, and spatial aptitude. Especially in this year, some topics are added. Let me explain what are the topics are added now. Okay. In verbal aptitude, basic English grammar, there are some topics are added like this: idioms and phrases, context, reading and comprehension, and narrative sequencing. Actually, if you could observe our previous year GATE aspirants class notes, in their class notes, our senior faculty already taught all these concepts, but this time they highlighted, that's all. Earlier they didn't highlight these points, but our classroom students already learned all these topics. Okay. So therefore, my point of view, they highlighted only those topics, but We already taught those topics for our previous GATE aspirants. Okay. Next, these are the topics added in quantitative aptitude. So please pause the video and write down these topics. And what are the topics added in analytical aptitude means these are new topics added in analytical aptitude. Okay. And this time they included new topic is called spatial aptitude. This entire section added. However, we are going to teach this complete section in our classroom as well as online. Okay. Our senior faculty team already having experience for this kind of spatial aptitude section, because this concept is already there in SSC JEE. Okay. So therefore, they are already having experience about this kind of topics. So they will teach these topics in online as well as offline mode. Okay. So these are the major changes in numerical aptitude and general aptitude. Okay. Next, we are talking about technical subjects. Okay. So engineering mathematics point of view, we are having three topics. One is linear algebra, next one is calculus, and third one is probability. There are no changes in these three topics. Okay. And remaining topics, just look at this for remaining topics. Discrete mathematics, there are no changes. Digital logic also there are no changes, no topics are added. Similarly, COA, programming and data structures, and algorithms and theory of computation. So up to here they didn't add any new topics. But if you observe compiler design, if you take previous year GATE information brochure and this year GATE information brochure, if you compare the syllabus, you can find new word, that is code optimization in compiler design. Code optimization in compiler design. Okay. But if you refer our previous year GATE aspirants classroom notes, our faculty members already taught this code optimization, but this time they highlighted this word, that's all. Okay. Even if you refer operating system notes, previous year class notes, okay, so system calls topic, IO scheduling topics also included, but this time they highlighted in the syllabus paper, that's all. Okay. Therefore, as per my point of view, they didn't add any new topic, they just highlighted the topic name, that's all. But we already covered all these concepts in our previous year students also. Okay. So only the change is here, this time network security is not there. They completely removed network security. And these topics, network address translation, DHCP, ICMP, shortest path routing, that is flooding. Earlier we are having shortest path algorithms are link state and distance vector routing algorithms, but this time they mention link state, distinct vector routing algorithm as well as flooding. But we already taught all these topics in the classroom for the previous year students. Okay. So, but this time they highlighted, therefore we will focus much on these topics also. Okay. But this time we don't have network security topic. Okay. So therefore students are no need to learn what is network security, right. So these are the changes in technical subjects. Clear? Now I am going to discuss most important part. I think most of you are waiting for that part. What is multiple select questions? Now let me explain what is the exact meaning of multiple select questions. Okay. Could you please read this question? Which of the following is or are true about the binary relation S is equals to pi on a set A equal to 1 to 3? Means there is a one set A which contains 3 elements and the defined binary relation S is equal to pi. Now with respect to that binary relation, which of the following are true? Let me see the options now. They provided symmetric, irreflexive, reflexive, transitive, right? Means student must have complete idea about all these 4 types of relations. Then only they can answer this question. Okay. So assume that you know S is equal to pi means empty relation is satisfying symmetric relation property, and also it is satisfying irreflexive relation property, and also it is satisfying transitive relation property. But empty relation is not reflexive. It means that the correct answer for this question is not a single answer, right? So correct answers for this question, symmetric, and then irreflexive, and then transitive. Okay. Then how do you score marks in multiple select questions? I'll explain by taking different possible cases so that you will get more clarity about answering multiple select questions. Please have a patience and listen these 3 cases, because this section is most important for the students. Okay. Let me explain different cases. The first case, Case 1. Assume that you know that correct answer for this question. The correct answers for this question, symmetric and then irreflexive and then transitive. In such case, you have to mark those three questions like this: symmetric, irreflexive and then transitive. Okay, but empty relation is not reflexive, therefore we didn't mark that reflexive. Okay, if you mark all correct answers, then only you will get marks assigned for this question. Okay, it means that if you select all correct answers, then you will score marks for that question. Okay, you will score marks for that question. This is the first case. I hope it is very clear. If you select all correct answers, then you will score marks for this question. Let me take second case. This question is having three correct answers. Suppose, assume that you selected symmetric and also you selected irreflexive, but here you selected reflexive. Means this question contains three correct answers, but you selected two correct answers, one wrong answer. I hope you are following. This question contains three correct answers, but you selected two correct answers, one wrong answer, like symmetric, irreflexive, and you selected reflexive. Assume that you didn't select transitive. Okay, means since you have chosen one wrong option, or you have selected one wrong option, therefore no marks will be given to this question. Okay, that is case 2. Means if you select wrong option, along with right options. Along with right options means like this option is correct, this option is also correct, but this option is not correct. Along with the correct options, you also selected wrong option, then you will not get marks. And no negative marks are there for multiple select questions. Please remember, no negative marks are there for multiple select questions. Okay, this is case number 2. Let me take case number 3. For this question, there are three correct answers, like symmetric, irreflexive and transitive. Suppose you selected only two correct answers. Okay, suppose you selected only two correct options. I am talking about only this with respect to this question. You selected only two correct options, and you left out third option. You didn't select the third option. It means you didn't select transitive relation. What is the correct answer for this question? The correct answers for this question: symmetric, irreflexive, and then transitive. Assume that you selected only symmetric and irreflexive, but you didn't select transitive. In this case also, they will not assign marks to you. Okay, you will not score marks for this question. Okay, I hope first case is clear, second case is clear, and third case means if you select only few options which are correct, and if you left out few options which are also correct, then in that case you will not get marks. Okay, Okay, and fourth case, case number 4. Suppose if you have chosen directly reflexive, which is wrong answer for this. In that case, you will not get any negative marks, you will not get any positive marks also. Okay, means even if you take wrong option, you will not get any negative marks. Okay, so these are 4 cases. Now you tell me, when will score marks for this problem? Means you will score marks for multiple select questions only if you select all correct options. Then definitely you may have some doubt now. Sir, if I select few options, Will they assign partial marks? No, there are no partial marks allotment for the students. Okay. If you choose all options are correct, then only they will give full marks. Okay. Even if you leave one option, they don't give any marks. Okay. And there is no negative marks for multiple select questions. Okay. Let me take another example, you will get clear idea. Now look at this question. Which of the following is or are? Okay. Which of the following is or are? Please observe here, is or are. It means that there is a possibility that this question also may have one option may be correct or more than one option may be correct. Okay. Valid statement of the spanning tree of a connected undirected graph G of V comma E. Okay. So to answer this question, student must have complete idea about all properties of spanning tree. Even if he didn't remember single property, he cannot answer this question. So this multiple select question objective is to test the depth of the knowledge of the given subject. Okay. So therefore, now see the first property, spanning tree of G of V comma E must contain V minus 1 number of edges. Of course, it is correct property with respect to spanning tree. Therefore, I had to make it correct answer. Okay. I had to mark it as correct answer. Next one, spanning tree of G of V comma E is minimally connected. Yes, every spanning tree is minimally connected. Okay. Therefore, I had to mark it as correct answer. Third one, spanning tree of G of V comma E is maximally cyclic. No, no spanning tree contains cyclic. No spanning tree contains cyclic. Therefore, it is not correct answer. Okay. Now, spanning tree of G of V comma E must contain E minus 1 number of edges. No, it is also not correct property. Spanning tree of G of V comma E contain V minus 1 number of edges, but not E minus 1 number of edges. Now, we understood that first two options are correct. First two options are correct. Okay. Now, I will give some questions. You please answer to my question now. Suppose if I select only first option, you pause the video and answer those questions. Suppose if I select only first option, will I get marks? No, because how many correct answers are there? Two correct answers are there. Therefore, if I select only first option, I will not get marks. Will I get negative marks? No, I will not get any negative marks also. Okay, first, okay. Next one, suppose if I select these two options, and if I don't select remaining options, will I get marks? Yes, because I selected all correct options, therefore I will get marks. Okay. Let me ask another question. I selected these two options, along with these two options, I also selected one more option. Will I get marks? No, because I have chosen one wrong option. Therefore, in this case, I will not get marks and I will not get any negative marks also. Okay. I hope you understood the concept of multiple select questions. Okay. So, we will teach these type of questions in classroom as well as in online platform also. Okay. So, these are the different types of questions, like one is multiple choice question, another one is multiple select questions, and third one is numerical answer type questions. Okay. Regarding eligibility criteria point of view, eligibility criteria is relaxed this time. So, third year students or higher years of any undergraduate students are allowed to appear for GATE 2021 examination. It's the most important point. Okay. Third year or higher years of any undergraduate students are allowed to appear for GATE 2021. Okay. Is there any age limit for this one? There is no age limit for GATE paper. Okay. There is no age limit. There is no age limit to appear for GATE 2021. Okay. Then how many years the scorecard will be valid? The scorecard will be valid for 3 years from the date of commencement of the results. Okay. The scorecard will be valid for 3 years from the date of announcement of results. Okay. How many papers we can appear for GATE 2021? So, they will allow you to appear either 1 or 2 papers. Anyway, combination of 2 papers have already mentioned in the information brochure. You please go through that brochure. Okay. So, the allotment of 2 subject papers purely availability of infrastructure and dates. Clear? So, as a computer science students, you can write CS paper. Along with CS paper, they will also allow you to write another paper, that is mathematics paper. Anyway, you can refer that information brochure also. Okay. So, these are the important changes in GATE 2021. I hope this information is very much useful for everyone. Okay. Before concluding, let me explain some important points. ACE Engineering Academy is conducting classes in offline and online mode. Offline and online mode. Due to COVID-19 pandemic situation, currently we are conducting only classes in online live classes. Okay. Anyway, in future we are going to conduct offline classes also. Along with this, we are already having one digital platform that is called DeepLearn platform. In DeepLearn platform, we have already recorded all subject videos, okay, including the new topics which they updated here. Okay. Therefore, you please register either in online live classes or you can register in DeepLearn digital mode classes, okay, and enjoy those courses. Okay. I wish you all the best for your success. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. Wish you all the best.